Hey guys, hey YouTube. I missed you guys kind of. I think I've gone like what 2 days without recording a video. Yeah. Um, so this is the wig I've been rocking for the past few weeks, you guys. This wig is dry and like matted and everything possible. So I got frustrated trying to comb it out because I have a bunch of wigs, but I don't want to wear them. They're kind of too dressy and are really not for school like type of thing. This is my thing for school. So I was walking around and I've gotten so many compliments on it. That's the funny part. But this wig is really old, you guys. I've had it for almost a year. I don't wear it as often, but still, you can see the edges there are getting kind of dry, but I'm still getting compliments on it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll continue rocking it. And then I met one lady who gave me a compliment and she said, it's so nice. And I'm like, well, it's dangling. Look at it. And then she basically recommended this product to me to go around either looking for L'Oreal, the brand, a gel, or a mousse. So I went around and ran into this one. What is this? L'Oreal Everstar alcohol free mousse. You guys, this product is amazing. It's supposed to be a curl activating mousse and it shapes and boosts flawless curls. And it has no alcohol, so it doesn't dry. So that's what I basically put and brought it back to life. I'm just so proud of it. Like it's awesome. It just moisturizes and the curls you can see now I can actually go through them. So I didn't know about this product. I mean, do you guys know about it? Because I missed out because I've been struggling trying to comb this thing out because it's the only style that matches my texture right now. I'm almost going into the 2 months. I did it 2 months without a relaxer. It is so hard. It was anyway. Back to what this video was really for. I just noticed this thing about women, and I would say there's just so much hate. I don't know where this thing is coming from, and it's really sad that it goes on between sisters as well. And mainly it has to do with either a woman that's got confidence or a woman that's attractive, a woman that has, a nicely shape and it's fabulous and confident and all this great stuff. And it's like you get hate just for that. There's people who are just walking around. Like I've had so many incidents where I've just seen the meanest look you can think of on a woman's face, just looking at me up and down. And at one point, I was asking around on Facebook. I was like, "Do you guys go through this, and how do you deal with it?" And somebody told me, "Oh, just smile it off. It's not a big deal." But for me, yeah, I can smile it off. But I majored in psychology for a long time, and I'm always curious about people's behaviors, like what they do, why they do. Like why do they act like that? And I'm thinking, one thing that came to my mind is just so much pressure in this country, especially like women are just put under so much pressure and heat about their looks to the point where you have like, for example, people doing the news and they're basically being judged and told, oh look, she looks a hot mess wearing boots, she looks like a bad word that I don't want to use, and all this stuff. Every time they gain weight, somebody's criticizing them about something. Oh, you cut your hair, well, you should have had it long with curls, this and that. It's just so much pressure put on women to look a certain way, and when they don't, everybody's talking, especially the men. And some of the men you guys that are talking have nothing to say about, they really should not be talking about anything, to judge anybody. But it's just this society. There's so much thing about women that have to look a certain way. And then we have, the media just pushing this thing about you got to look a certain way for you to be beautiful. You got to be this, you got to be that. So when it comes down to it, every woman, it seems, I want to say almost all women are trying to reach or meet this like standard of beauty. They're really trying, even though you can say to yourself, hey, I like me, I'm fine with myself. There's something behind you that you put. It's like if somebody keeps beating a message into you, at some point you start putting it somewhere in the back of your head, and before you know it's in the front. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Psychology stuff. It's like if somebody keeps telling you you're ugly every day, at some point you might put in the back of your mind that maybe I am. So there's just so many messages thrown out there about what the standard beauty should be and all this. So many women are trying to meet that. And what it turns out to be is, oh, well, she looks like that and I don't. So I have hate for myself. And guess what happens? You direct it towards somebody else. The mean looks, there's no way. Those are not things like, oh, well, I like her, I'm giving her a mean look. It's like, wow, just the hate. And constantly, I'm always hearing a woman in some group talking about, oh, she looks ugly. I can't stand her. I hate her. She's ugly, ugly, ugly. And I'm like, wow, it's really that serious, huh? Um, I remember Oprah once said that you're born with beauty. It's not something earned. She even asked this supermodel about her beauty and how she feels when she's, how does she feel just being beautiful? And she couldn't even answer herself because for her, she never really thought she was beautiful, but people did.
did, because that's what it is. Beauty is something that everybody sees different on different people, but I don't think anybody has a right to be talking around, walking around, talking about people that they're ugly this, ugly that, because just by saying that you're also ugly, your character just is nasty and mean and cruel, and that's really not a good thing to have that hate about. And I've seen also younger kids, younger girls doing this, and that's what also bugs me, because I'm thinking they're hearing from somebody else or from school, people talking about you're ugly this, you're ugly that. Some of the negative comments a lot of women on here get, you can see they're getting them because they're attractive, and either they look a certain way and they have their hair on confident and somebody's hating on that. Just that is enough, it's like it goes so deep. I mean, just overlooks and body shapes. Oh, she has a big butt, so I hate her. you know for me, I think I remember giving looks to other women, and it wasn't a mean way. I was just like, looking at somebody with that such an attractive body, and I'm like, God, I'm trying to work on that. And you just like depressed, looking around like, am I ever gonna get to that? Yeah. But that's really for me. I tend to try to compliment every woman. If I see something that I really like about you, I come and tell you about it. I smile about it because I'm like, the hate doesn't really help, and it makes you just feel worse and crappy. You go back in your little shell and just like manage yourself. Oh, look at how my stomach's not flat. She has a flat stomach and I hate myself. That's all it comes back to. Is all the hate comes back to you. All these young kids are either learning it from their parents, listening to them talk about other people, because I don't get where else you can get that. Or the media, they're also trying to kind of feed into that and they're trying to believe it. So I really don't know. For you guys, please leave me your comments. I really am curious to know, do you deal with this? And do you think it's sad? Like we're going through this and we're so obsessed to the point where like another woman will do whatever to somebody else just so they are not attractive or they're not, you start spreading rumors on them just so people can think they're ugly and, like all this little stuff. And I'm like, wow, overlooks. The one thing that can disappear in one day, huh? You can get in an accident and get a wreck and your face is gone. So what do you have, a lot of people say that life is easier for people that are attractive. I really don't know because I'm like, I never thought of myself as attractive. So that's why I'm doing this anyway. I'm doing a video like this, right? I'm just now getting the confidence to say that I am. Even when I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling down on myself, I still try to be like, I'm confident, like holding my head, like, hey, I'm just curious, share your thoughts and let me know